Let us now begin with Module 2, Personal Protective Equipments. In this module, you shall learn about the personal protective equipments.
The airside crew work on the apron, near to the aircraft and vehicles round the clock, that is, 24/7 during difficult weather conditions as well. You all need to take additional precautions for your safety. The use of proper personal protection equipment, PPE, on the airside is your responsibility as an apron user. The personal protective equipment includes high visibility clothing, hearing protection, safety shoes or safety footwear, protective gloves, protective gears. You need to wear these equipments depending upon the actual function that is being undertaken to reduce the risk of injury in the workplace.
There are certain do's and don'ts that we must keep in mind about our personal protective equipment and uniform. Do's: wear uniform of their company at all times when working on the airside. Always wear the safety protective gears provided by your employer appropriate to the job being performed. Wear fluorescent jacket in the apron for better visibility. Look after clothing issued to you as part of your uniform. Keep it clean. Check for and report any damage or defects to your employer. Don't wear short pants and short blouses on airside. Don't wear loose clothing such as a tie, as this may get caught up on parts of the aircraft fuselage or moving machinery parts. Don't use mobile phones close to the aircraft while fueling.
Professor Learning has given you the do's and don'ts for uniform and personal protective equipment. Now, let me brief you about each in detail. High visibility clothing. To prevent any accidents on apron, one has to be visible, especially in darkness or low light situations. To accomplish this, all personnel entering or performing work on the airside, that is, runways and maneuvering areas, the ramp or apron, airside roads, aircraft stands and baggage halls, are required to wear the high visibility or high vis clothing at all times, day or night. High visibility clothing, high vis, is made of reflective or day glow material. The color of the safety vest is specified by the airport authority and should be something that will allow the wearer to stand out against the ambient background found in the working environment, such as fluorescent red or orange or lime green. Hearing protection. While working on the apron, prolonged exposure to high noise levels, for example, turbines, ground power unit, aircraft engines and air starters, can cause permanent damage to your hearing. You are recommended to carry hearing protection, namely ear defenders, earplugs or earmuffs at all times, and wear whenever the environment becomes noisy to protect yourself against the high noise levels. Now, Professor Learning will brief you about certain do's and don'ts about hearing protection.
Do's: wear ear protections properly when on the ramp, especially in high noise areas. Look after your protectors. If ear protection does not fit properly or it is damaged, ask your employer for replacements. Make sure ear muffs fit tightly with no gaps between the seal and your head. Insert earplugs properly. Ask for instructions. If you have any ear trouble, ask for advice. Use disposable earplugs only. Replace earplugs at regular intervals. Don't take ear protection off when it is noisy, even for a short time. Don't use damaged ear protection. Don't Share ear protection. Do not overstretch headband on ear muffs.
Professor Learning has shared her tips on how to handle hearing protection equipments. Now, we will see how to take care of safety footwear. Certain activities like baggage loading, working with or close to heavy machinery in airside areas present a significant opportunity for foot injury. Since these activities are part of the airside work environment, it is mandatory for all personnel in airside areas to wear protective footwear at all times when on duty to protect feet from possible injury. They should always wear sturdy shoes with a reinforced toe box. Shoes should be replaced when damaged or when signs of wear appear in the sole or leather. Protective gloves should always be worn by baggage, freight handling personnel and equipment operators to protect hands from damage when handling cargo, baggage or equipment. Also, aircraft cleaners are required to wear disposable cleaning gloves to protect their hands during their duties. All refueling operators should wear protective equipment, especially gloves. There are other protective gear items which are not required to be worn by all, but they can enhance personal protection. These include knee and elbow pads, safety hats for head protection, safety glasses, face shields, mono goggles for eye protection, dust masks and respirators for nose protection, back support belts, flashlight. This brings us to the end of the second module, Personal Protective Equipments. Thank you.